As a young teacher, I enjoyed the teaching. I was not concerned particularly of classes. During the course, when Hislop was told off to do tutor courses with me, and one of the nasty things, of course, was to say, right, prepare a class on the shoulder joint or something like that, and I will be the class. You'll teach me. And that was horrible because she put in all sorts of questions at odd times, difficult ones, preferably, I think, from her point of view. And it made it rather stressful, but it was a good thing to do. Students never behaved like that, in my opinion anyway. I enjoyed the teaching of students. They at all times tended to be supportive. In the early years, more supportive than later, of course, because they didn't need to be, but they were protective in a way, which was quite good in those early years. But I enjoyed the teaching very much, and it was not a concern to me, and perhaps it had been because I'd done so much teaching earlier on that it was a simple thing to move into a class, provided you prepared your work. So the material that I taught, the subjects that I taught would be anatomy, physiology, pathology, management of conditions. I think electrotherapy. I imagine that I taught most subjects in physiotherapy at some stage or other. I remember coming up the stairs and being asked, so-and-so is away today, one of our tutors, will you do such and such? And at that particular stage I had a feeling that the only way to handle the situation was to be able to say, yes, I will. I can teach anything. I can do anything. And that was a very good move to make. But in general, my particular field gradually became that of manipulative therapy. And it was my work, I believe, that introduced the whole field to the school, and I developed an area of peripheral joint manipulation and spinal joint manipulation. And associated with that would have to be the pathologies that required the material to be taught thoroughly. Stan Paris was a student during the time I taught. I was a supervising physiotherapist, and he and I knew each other quite well, a good friend. Stan then went overseas to the States. He travelled the world searching, I think, the knowledge of spinal manipulation, particularly spinal manipulation. And when he returned to New Zealand, he taught short courses, I think once a year, a number of one per week or so many per week for 2 or 3 weeks in a year. And it was at this point that I tended to move in the direction of teaching of manipulation. And when he went finally to the States, this is the field that I developed. I suppose that would be the way it went. My father and my mother had both obviously learnt something on manipulation. They would, in their treatments, use manipulation, which, when I was a student, they would warn me, you do not use that at the school. It's not taught at this stage. My father certainly had systems and methods that I didn't understand that could make the patient quite free from pain quickly and say a spinal or a peripheral joint problem. And so they were obviously using manipulation at that stage. And this became my particular forte a number of years later.